Ugh. Waking up, another day. Good day today. I wonder if any new Burning Crusade news has come out. Like, is there anything interesting going on? I know they had the beta leak yesterday. I wonder if there's anything happening today. Wait, what? No.
If they add one of these into the game, I want you guys to understand this. If they get one of these into the game, it's not just going to be one of them. And how do I know that?
Uh,
Because it's happened before. You have to be overdosing on copium to genuinely believe that it's going to stop. Yeah, sure. I'll look at it in a minute. Oh, that's the mount special, I guess. So it's a little bug. It's almost like the frog mouse. Oh, that's fucking cool. Thanks. And it actually moves along really well. This is a well designed mount. Yeah, it seems like this was probably going to be from the store.
Alright, so all jokes aside, I'm really upset by this for obvious reasons, and I literally recorded a video about this topic last night, and I was going to post it on Thursday, but now that video's kind of been proven to be true even before I put it out, which is kind of frustrating because I wanted to put the video out, and what I talk about in the video will be in after this. But essentially what I'm saying in the video is Blizzard is bleeding players in retail. Blizzard's not making money in retail. The player base dropped by 40 something percent. I don't remember the exact number. And then income or revenue from World of Warcraft dropped by over 60%. And I mean, that's not from Classic. The people are still playing Classic. The majority of people who play World of Warcraft today play Classic. They don't play retail because retail is garbage. And Blizzard realizes that, and they're not fully monetizing Classic the same way that they are monetizing retail. And I talk about that in the video to come. If you want to watch the whole thing, that's great. You know, I'd really appreciate it. If you don't watch the rest of the video, that's fun shit. And Blizzard, you fucking suck. So yeah, if you put this in the game, like, I'm probably just gonna go play on private servers. I'm done with Blizzard. So yeah. With that said, if you want to watch the rest of the video and kind of get the breakdown of what I was talking about, go for it. That'd be great. Drop me a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hello everyone, I'm Rosphere, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Classic Burning Crusade and what I think the real reason for them bringing the level 58 boost into Classic is. And yes, everybody's going to instantly say, well, it's just money. Yeah, that is the real reason why, but it's slightly more complicated than that, in that currently with retail Shadowlands, and the press release that we had seen from, I forget the company that does the statistics, but we saw a company release that WoW's player base has dropped by over 40%, and revenue was down by 61% or something like that. It was a huge number. Like 61% is a massive number. And with Classic World of Warcraft and Classic Burning Crusade coming out, and originally Classic World of Warcraft tripled the subscription numbers of World of Warcraft. So there's more people playing Classic by far than there are playing retail. So I think that's part of the reason why Shadowlands ended up sucking, is because honestly, I think Blizzard sees that, you know, retail is just not the moneymaker that they hoped it would be, or hoped it could be, or that it was. It's just not what it was anymore. And the developers just aren't putting 100% into it anymore, because honestly, like, as a developer, it would really suck to be working on a game and see that a 15-year-old game that you're currently, like, the 15-year-old version of the game that you're currently working on is just that much better than the game, you know, that you're putting out. So yeah, with that being said, I think that they're bringing it into Classic World of Warcraft because the player base is vanishing in retail. Like, the player base is bleeding. There's way fewer people playing retail than there are people playing Classic World of Warcraft. And even if it's going to hurt the game, I don't think Blizzard really cares if the boost will hurt the game. What they're really looking at is the player base all left retail and they're playing Classic. Like, the majority of the players are playing Classic, and they're not monetizing Classic the same way that they are with retail. So because of that, they're looking at, you know, ways that they can kind of sneak that microtransaction like community back into, or microtransaction like I don't know how to describe it. I guess community's the best word for it, but sneak that kind of microtransaction feel back into the game and kind of sneak it under the rug, push it under the table as a way to like, oh, we're helping the community. We're going to help people who couldn't level up in, giving them the option to skip the leveling to get just to 60 so they can catch up with their friends. And like many people have pointed out, like if you don't have the time to level up, because that's the most people's excuse, they just don't have the time to play classic World of Warcraft because they just can't, the leveling takes too long and everything takes too long. It's like, okay, well, even if you can skip all the leveling, even if you could skip straight to 70, like the attunement is huge. The attunements are insanely time consuming and take massive amounts of effort to actually complete. And like, if you don't have time to play the game, you just don't have time to play the game. Like, that's just how it is. So, yeah, with that being said, I think that the reason why they're bringing it in is to try and sneak those microtransactions back into the game because the player base is playing classic, right? Like that's where the player base is. There's more people here and they see that there's more money potential within classic World of Warcraft, and currently all they're getting is a sub fee. Like we're not even purchasing the game, we're just paying a sub fee to Blizzard, and they're giving us content essentially. They were probably hoping that they could just kind of make some side money on it. They didn't realize that it was going to be as explosively popular as it is. And it's kind of crazy, even in 2021, a 16-year-old, 15-year-old game, however old it is at this time, I think it's 16, 16-year-old game is this popular. Like it really shows that, yeah, sure, gamers have changed, but they haven't changed that much. Like they still like the general principles and core game mechanics of classic and how they interact together. And it's just way more fun than current like retail, and even how way more fun than retail has been basically since Burning Crusade. Like Burning Crusade was the peak of fun, I think. It was the best expansion by far. Like it was the best version of WoW, in my opinion. So we're heading into a time where, this is something that another topic for another video, but we're going to be forced, like the population on Burning Crusade, I believe, is going to jump even more, which is going to give Blizzard even more incentive to try and suck money out of the player base. And that's a huge problem because, like, it's not what we want. Like, they're going to do that and they're going to strangle their game again, because they're desperate for basically, I guess, keeping the game alive or making money from World of Warcraft. It just seems like they've gone into money saver mode in company speak. I don't know how to phrase it. It seems like they're not really willing to develop big projects, new projects, take risks. And honestly, when it comes to classic World of Warcraft, if you remade a game that was very similar to this, with the same core game design principles and just stuff like that, like, I mean, honestly, it's not a big risk. Obviously, people like it, but one of the things they don't like is microtransactions. And by putting the boost in, and server transfers, and then next thing you know, we're going to have faction transfers. Next thing you know, we're going to have purchasable mounts, like the what is it? I don't remember, the Astral Steed, something like that. The first mount they put in the game, the thing looked like garbage. I remember I had a friend that bought it, and I was really upset with him at the time because he gave Blizzard money for this, and it's like, you didn't earn it. You paid for it, but I guess he liked it. So, but it doesn't matter. Like, I think that's why they're doing it, is because the player base is in classic. They're not on retail, and they're not fully monetizing it in the same way, because currently retail, even with less players, makes more money just in general than World of Warcraft does, or World of Warcraft Classic does, because of all the microtransactions and the different mounts that they sell and cosmetics and all this other stuff that most of the player base within Classic really despises. And I don't know if the people at Blizzard really know, and if they do know that the player base despises it, they just don't care. So, yeah, with all that being said, I think that's the real reason why they're putting the boost in. I don't think that we're going to be able to talk them out of it. It seems like it's just going to happen. Obviously, I'm going to take advantage of the boost and probably make a shitload of gold doing it, but hey, I mean, whatever. Yeah, with all that being said, if you like the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.